The Quote Goats Podcast. The Quote Goats Podcast.
Nah, but y'all already know what it is. We back for another week, man. Quote Goats Podcast here to stay. I go by the name of Tommy Gunz.
You already know it's your boy New York Smitty, man. Episode 14. Let's get it, man.
Let's get it. And we got a friend of the show
Hey, what's up?
in the building. What's your name?
Nelly.
Nelly.
Mm-hmm.
Where you from?
Germany.
She said that shit like
she in school.
yeah, Germany.
Germany?
Interview.
So you was born and raised here?
I was born and raised in Germany, but I'm half American.
Okay, so that's why you can speak English. And your
That's
dad
exactly
black,
right.
mom black?
My dad black, my mama's white.
Okay.
Let's hear some German though. You could really speak German fluently. Like,
What you want me to say? That's always the classic thing to say.
hold on, let me think of something.
I don't know, but just whatever pops in your
Wie
mind.
heißt du?
So you speaking German?
This nigga trying to
I speak
upstage me
German, you
speaking
feel
German
me?
over
I
here and
speak
shit.
that- I
You
speak a little
that
German.
shit.
Say Hauptbahnhof.
Haupt. Hauptbahnhof.
My nigga call that
Haupt-
shit the Habenhof.
Haupt.
Haupt.
Bahnhof.
Hof.
What did I say before? Is that
You
what
said
I said?
Habenhof.
You skipped a few letters.
Something from
Damn.
fucking Harry Potter or some shit. That is. I don't know what the fuck that is. But yeah, so we're gonna get into these topics first. So we can't really talk like Smitty is going on vacation. You know what I'm saying? So we filming this a little in advance, you know what I'm saying? So
No, for the birthday and all that, turn up.
yeah, for the birthday. You say you're gonna get lit in Turkey.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm
What's
probably
your
gonna be.
birthday?
It's on the 13th, but I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm probably gonna be calling you every second sauce. Nigga, like, yo, Tommy, I'm about to do this. But nah, it's cool. I'll leave.
Y'all going over there just you and the wifey, right?
Nah, the whole fam.
Oh, the whole fam
yeah, the
coming.
whole family, yo, except the dog. Nigga. Thank God.
So your daughter and the grandparents too?
Yeah.
So y'all gonna have a built-in
My-
babysitter while
yeah,
y'all there.
my wife got you know her brother and shit. We be mobbing like he cool as fuck. So
Okay.
I'm gonna be sauce, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. It's all inclusive, nigga. I'm gonna hit the bar.
Got the resort.
Yeah. I'm hitting the bar like morning, breakfast. I'm hitting the bar. I'm hitting the bar, nigga.
Moses.
The all-inclusive bar.
Yeah.
Sometimes they drinks when the all-inclusive drinks be trash though. At most
Yeah,
of
but
the resorts I done stayed at, if you really want to get a good one and you want to feel some shit, like you want to get a little tipsy, you gotta get that pina colada that you gotta pay for.
Look, when I was in the Maldives, it was a little like that. It was like they was giving like what Germans like kind of drink with the they be drinking like the I forgot the name of this one drink. It's like Sprite.
What,
and
vodka energy?
No,
That's
it's
what
like vodka energy and some other shit. Like I don't even know. I think it had like Sprite or some shit. I don't fucking know. I forgot the name. Oh yeah, it's like a sour something.
Talking about that
Sour whiskey.
alcohol,
Sour
spritz
whiskey.
shit.
Whiskey
Nah.
sour.
Whiskey
Whiskey
sour.
sour,
I fuck
yeah.
with whiskey sours.
Yeah, this alright, but I was like, yo, I was making them niggas create shit for me, nigga. I was in that
okay.
bitch lit, talking to the bartender, all that, nigga. Like, nah, you gotta put more of this in there. And like, he was just doing this. So.
I be trying not to get too drunk, you know what I'm saying? Because, my son there and shit. But one time, I told them I be telling them to put a little extra in there for me, depending on what time of day it is and shit. And this nigga, one motherfucker put like 99% alcohol in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I was drunk as shit for like an hour.
Especially when you're on the beach. That should be.
Because you
Because of the
drinking
sun.
and then
It's
the
hot.
heat, the sun, is
You be thinking like, damn, let me go get a water real
fuck
quick.
around and throw up or some shit, man. On a family vacation. But yeah, I hope y'all have a good time over there, man.
Yeah, that's a fact. I'm just like I said, I'm a little nervous to fly, but it's all good. I'll
You
let
gonna
y'all
be-
know if I land and
It's
shit.
gonna be good, man. Don't
You don't
even.
like flying?
Hell no.
Why
I don't
not?
like- I mean, this is only like 2 hours, but what you mean? Why I don't like? Why you think I don't like flying?
You scared?
Hell yeah,
So you
nigga,
scared?
that shit is a piece of metal flying in the air. Nigga, that shit can. I'm scared of turbulence, man. And like I said in the last podcast, that shit is.
The one time I was scared of flying was in Africa when I went to Africa a few years ago, and I went on fucking safari. Didn't really want to go on safari, but I said okay to it because of the people I was with and shit. peer pressured me into doing that shit.
Mhm.
And I'm like, how we gonna get there? And they like, oh, we taking a little jet. I'm like, okay, jet, that sound cool. You know, man, we get there, the dirtiest, dingiest, rustiest plane.
Nah,
It looked like
it's
they ain't did maintenance on this thing since before I was born. You know what I'm saying? We get it. I'm scared of the shit, like going to get in it. You know what I'm saying? And we sit down in it.
shit fuck around break. Then
Bro,
you step in
I
that
sat
motherfucker.
down in that motherfucker and dust is falling from the ceiling.
Nah, that's okay.
We take off. We in the air. That shit like shaking.
Leaking.
It's shaking like I can't imagine, man. But it's shaking and like dirt and dust and rust is falling from the ceiling at the same time. And I'm like, man, I'm finna die
What kind of plane
on the
was it? Like, was it
Serengeti in Africa.
Was
Huh?
it like a propeller plane?
Yeah, and it was a propeller
That shit
plane.
was probably for World War II or some
Nigga,
shit.
that shit was old as shit, man. I ain't never been so scared in my life. Cause you know, if you on a commercial like airline like jet, you ain't pretty much. They got that shit figured out. Like I said last podcast, you know what I'm saying? Like, and if it just happens to something went wrong, cause really planes are safer than cars. You know what I'm saying? So if something go wrong in the plane, it's just your time to go.
Yeah.
And you already on that bitch, and you can't do shit. You can't get out. Where the fuck you gonna go if some shit happens? So
on
it's,
top of it,
it's no reason to worry. You know?
them commercial planes, they got like different things they can do if like certain things happen to the plane. Like, you know, if the engine cut off, they can still kind of glide, all types of shit.
All type
the
of
plane
shit.
you was on, that
But
shit.
in Africa,
Yeah, that shit was probably like,
it's over with.
they gonna be like, yo, it's over. The
Then
plane
if
turned
you
off.
survive, I'm flying a safari. So if you survive, you're gonna get eaten by a motherfucking lion or some shit.
Yeah, shit gonna land right into the den, nigga.
Like, that shit was terrifying. But other than that, I ain't scared of flying though.
I mean,
I'm more scared of going fast in the car or some shit. Like, you know, you ever been in the car with that motherfucker that like a speed demon, and they want to show you how fast that car go?
Army white boys.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
Hell yeah.
That's,
I don't like the feeling of like speeding and shit like that.
I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, cool, your car goes fast, but like, it's a lot of people done died. I ain't trying to ride no motorcycle either. You know what I'm saying? Because
Fuck no.
so many people. Because I used to be stationed on Fort Hood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And every weekend, like 7 motherfuckers would die trying to race on the not to call people, you know, respect to the dead or whatever. I ain't mean call them motherfuckers and shit, but a lot of people, like more people was dying from motorcycle crashes than in the Iraq War at the time.
And most of the times it don't be the driver's fault. It be the cars that's around them and shit.
Whoever's fault it is, it's just too dangerous for me. Because like you make a mistake, it's nothing there to like protect you. You just finna go flying. You gonna skid on the ground. Your skin gonna get ripped off and all kind of crazy shit. Bones.
Yeah.
It's just
That's a
It
fact.
ain't worth it.
no, it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? It look cool or whatever, but a lot of safer shit looks cool too.
Yeah,
You
that's a
know what I'm
fact.
saying?
Nah,
I
that's a
love
fact.
my life. I want to live it.
Yeah, that's a fact. Like, we had a lot of people on my first duty station. Mad people was dying from like motorcycle accidents. So I was just the same thing. I'm like, why do you gotta speed on bitches? Like, if I had a
And do all
motorcycle,
them
I'm just
tricks.
going. Yeah, I'm just going to, you know, to save gas and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm
Yeah.
taking it. And it's easy just to like maneuver through shit. You know, through the traffic. Okay, I could feel that. But
I
like,
feel it, but
I be seeing motherfuckers on when I'm on the Autobahn.
yeah,
Motherfuckers be looking at me, be like, "Rah," like speeding off and shit. I'm like, damn,
Racing.
nigga.
that's cool, bro.
Mm.
Good for you. Good for you.
No
But
dick.
that ain't my move right there. I done had too many car wrecks, man. I done had like 5
5 car wrecks?
car wrecks that should have been like fatal. I am probably not supposed to be here right now. Like,
So
God had his hands on me in some
I ain't
circumstances in
never
some
getting no
cars.
crazy shit like
I done been ran over by a motherfucking 18-wheeler in a car. I done fell asleep and ran off into the forest and woke up with a tree in the middle of the front of my car. I
that.
done
Nigga,
fucking.
how old were you? Like, this like
I was
army
young,
times?
just like this was like when I was first learning to drive and shit. You know what I'm saying? I had when I fell asleep, I had like a crazy like night shift job that I was like I could get as much overtime as I wanted, so I
Yeah.
wasn't getting no sleep. Thought I could play the music loud and like let all the windows down to keep myself up after like an 18-hour shift I had work, and fucking like 10 minutes from like maybe 5 minutes from my house, I just passed on out, woke up
Shit,
in a
yeah.
crashed car, but not a scratch on me. Nigga, I done flipped the car 5 times,
Nothing.
landed upside down all the glass in the car broken. It was like slow motion movie scene for me. My hands, I mean that bitch
Like,
screaming like, oh,
like Inception and shit.
every time the car go up, my hands waving and shit, and I landed upside down like this with my seatbelt still on. I let the seatbelt off, fell to the motherfucking roof of the car,
and crawled out that bitch.
crawled out that bitch, not a scratch on me.
Shit's OD.
And the lady walked up to the car like, I don't know if you got any drugs or any meth or anything in there, but I think the police are coming. I'm like, bitch, why the fuck you think?
Why is that the first thing you say?
Yeah, like,
Hell no.
first off, I'm okay. You know, like,
It's crazy.
yeah, I'll never forget that shit. But yeah,
Nah, I
so
ain't
I
never
ain't
get-
fucking with no
I
motorcycles.
ain't never getting into no like crazy ass accident. Like
Nope, nothing. You?
that.
One.
From New York, baby, the best drivers in the world.
Okay.
Come on, man.
What kind of accident did you get into?
Somebody didn't stop at a stop sign, and it was an intersection, and I came like straight, and it was like a busy ass road.
Yeah.
And she came from the right, and she didn't stop at her stop sign, so I hit her left side, her driver's side, and she flipped me, and I went onto the different road.
Mhm.
So D.
So, but it wasn't your fault though.
No, fuck no. That was not my fault.
I ain't never getting no accident like that before.
That's a blessing. I mean, that shit could be
Your
scary.
shit
About to
crazy.
drive home safe though after this podcast. God damn.
Yeah, it's been a long while since I had a wreck or anything, you know, but back in the day, boy, I can't believe nothing. Cause like you hear, like I had a lot of homeboys get in accidents like in high school, you know what I'm saying? And they would just be there one day, not there the next day in class. You hear about them. Yeah, they was driving and they had a wreck, you know?
That's because people drive, like, they get to drive so early, like, as of age in the States.
Yeah, you can drive at like 15. At the
Yeah.
time when I started driving at like 15.
Yeah, because you can
with
get
my permit.
you can get that juniors like in New York. You can do they do like the junior license, and
Yeah.
then
It's like a learning permit.
yeah, but it's like you still have a permit. Like at a certain age, you still have a permit, but you're only allowed to drive from like school. You only supposed to go to school into your job, and you have to drive home. You can't like drive around. It's a certain
Okay.
type of.
In Alabama, it's like you can only drive with a licensed driver or like a parental guardian
Yeah,
with you or
same.
some shit like
That's how
that.
it was with me, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, bro. That's another thing. Like talking about like just with driving out here in Germany, it's like you got. I feel like when it snows and shit, like the roads are clear. Like they make sure they do really well on these roads, like the Autobahn and shit like that.
They got
Like
so
in-
much practice at it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But in like New York, man, shit still be having black ice and them shit. So they don't
real?
give a fuck. Hell no.
I mean, when it snow in the States, everything's shut down. Schools
Yeah.
shut down, businesses
Yeah,
shut
not,
down.
not like New York
They
because
don't
they
even
we
know how
used
to
to snow.
function. Fuck
in New
no.
York, shit don't shut down.
Hell-
In Alabama, like when I was growing up, when it snowed, nigga, it was like a national holiday or something. Like
Yeah.
everything shut
That's
down. We
'cause
ain't
it-
going to school.
Does it snow a lot
But
though in
them snow
Alabama?
days you
Nah,
still
that's the
hit.
thing. Like, it don't snow that much. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
see,
saying?
New York, like the places that snow a lot, it's winter. Hell
Yeah,
no,
y'all
they
used
don't-
to it.
They don't close shit down. But
I
the
seen a
roads are
video of a
horrible.
dude from New York, like standing out in like a blizzard or some shit, doing an interview, and he was just like eating like a cupcake or something. He was like, "This is New York, like this what we do." Or some shit. You never seen that video? It came out like a few months
Probably
ago.
side talk. They be doing wild shit.
Nah, it
on
wasn't.
there.
It was like a regular news interview. They just happened to run up on a real hood nigga from New York.
He was
He was like, "This ain't shit," and like snow was like hitting them all in the face and shit.
Nah, I ain't never seen shit like that. You
He
gotta
had his
find it.
Timbs on and shit. But yeah, it looked like a skit, but it was real shit. Yeah, but
He was really out there.
he was really out there. I'm gonna show you that shit after this. But yeah, man. So we got this young lady on the show for, the female point of view, because a lot of our audience been asking for like more of a female's opinion on some of the stuff that we talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we be talking about wild shit on here.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
it's
I don't
just-
feel like we be getting that wild with the women though.
Nah, not like
We
to
be
where
pretty respectful.
we still respectful, yeah.
But we
I'm
got
just
the
saying.
jokes, It wouldn't be entertaining without the jokes, But I feel like we've been pretty. Even when Julie was on here, and she's a Playboy model, we could have asked her all kind of outlandish questions and
Yeah,
shit.
nah, I
But
respect. Well, she made it to where it was like she had already put into perspective that she ain't really
she wasn't
crazy. So I wasn't gonna ask nothing crazy.
She was very careful.
Yeah, which was, I mean, it was still good. It was still a good podcast and all that. But today I'm about to ask all types of questions.
Yeah, you been chill.
We're gonna start off with the easy one. We're gonna start off with tying it into one of the newest stories. You know what I'm saying? With your boy Drizzy Drake.
Oh yeah.
You heard about why he in the news lately?
You didn't hear about that?
What y'all talking about?
So,
Drake.
Yeah, go ahead.
The one and only.
The comment he made?
What comment did he make?
What did you see?
Yeah, what did you see?
Okay, what did I see? So I seen that he had got a comment from like a hater on his post.
Yeah, that's it. See, she know what's going on.
Okay, I was about to say, is that the same shit?
Yeah, it's the same shit.
Yo.
So I don't know if we're gonna be able to read, but that's the thing right there.
Oh yeah, that shit hella funny. I reposted that on my story.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, that's on my story right
It's
now.
wild. So Buddy said your son probably played with ghostwriters. Okay. He probably thought that was a zinger right there. Drake will never read this shit. I'm just gonna get this off. You know? And what shampoo can you read what?
I just followed your girl because she's probably miserable and needs some excitement in her life.
Oh my God.
Hey, but he really went and followed her.
I know he did. This old buddy's girl right here. Tony Bowen.
It says wife too. Damn, got it all right there.
Oh my God. And then it says followed by Champagne Poppy. This nigga's a savage.
Drake.
And
It's Drake,
she loved
bro.
that shit too. She posted.
She was like, oh, she thinking about that shit. She ready to risk it all on that nigga.
You think so?
Cause she posted in her story.
She said, oh hey.
Oh hey, Champagne Poppy with the eyes. You know what the eyes mean.
Yeah, I mean.
If this shit happened to me,
I
man.
don't blame her.
You don't blame her?
Fuck no.
You think she should get the bag?
Then he's in the DMs. He in the DMs. He in the DMs too. What do you say in the DMs? Let me zoom in on that shit.
He said, I'm here for
I'm
you.
here for you, ma.
Ah, shit.
He probably said that shit with his lips poked out. You know how Drake be taking the pistol like this. Here for you, ma.
Damn.
Got the hot sauce ready. Cause you know he put the hot
said,
sauce
"I'm
in the
here
condom
for
on that
you."
one chick.
Hell yeah.
He said, I'm here
But you
for
said
ma.
you said she should go for it.
Yeah.
So just fuck her, man.
I mean, what is she gonna do? She's not gonna really do nothing. It's
What
just
you
like-
know? What you mean
What
she
you
ain't gonna
mean?
do
Like-
nothing? So
like-
break this down. So how far should she take it if you was in her shoes?
If you was married and was in love with your husband, where is
Yeah,
it?
y'all really put me on the spot like
Yeah.
that.
I mean,
I
this
wanna
is a
know.
podcast.
Be
We want the
honest.
real honest into the mic.
Or be honest. What do you think most women would do? Let's just say that, like in this situation.
Or what would be the smartest move?
Most women would go for it for sure. I mean,
Regardless
come on,
of-
if Drake in your DMs
Oh
hitting
my
you
God.
up,
Oh
if
my
Drake in your
God.
DMs hitting you up, come on now.
Is it really like that?
Like it's like that. Drake
Is
got
it
that
though?
much. Drake got that much pull that he would just make you leave your situation and go for one night with him.
So is it?
I feel like some man would probably be like, just go. You wouldn't do that? You wouldn't tell your girl to go?
I'd be
with
like,
Drake?
yo, I'd just be like, yo, don't fuck him. Don't do nothing. Just get the
Nigga,
bag,
hell-
nigga. Bring the bag back to me, baby. Go get
nah,
it.
bro. She gonna go to this nigga.
I just joking.
She gonna show him some other slice of life. She gonna come back to you like looking
Fuck
at you
you.
like you a piece of shit.
Nah,
like
nah.
nigga,
I will be tight.
like level up in life, nigga.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I be tight. I'll be tight.
Ain't no way in the hell, man.
I would be tight though. For real. Like, come
I'm
on.
not a
that's another-
jealous dude, but that shit'll get me hot. Like, even the fact, like, as soon as I would have made that comment and he would have commented back, and I seen him in my DMs, like,
In your girl's DMs,
in
though?
in my girls' DMs,
I wouldn't have even said nothing. Though. I wouldn't have posted nothing.
I wouldn't
on
have
the
been
internet.
that guy doing that.
Exactly.
'Cause I
I mean,
would-
sometimes I say little slick shit to celebrities and shit, you know. Like a lot of celebrities got me blocked because I just say, you know what I'm saying? Like Soulja Boy blocked me when he was trying to sell them fucking game consoles and shit. And I
Talk about it was like
the Soulja game. Like, come up with some better names, man. You ain't got to name everything the Soulja this. But I just called him out on Twitter like, nigga, that shit fake. You got that shit on Alibaba, them Chinese websites and shit, and you just trying to brand it as your own shit.
Damn.
I just said the real shit. 'Cause that's what was happening. He was trying to tout it like he developed the game with niggas
I
from
remember
China.
I seen on the Breakfast Club. He was talking
I was
about
like,
it
man,
and
this
shit.
nigga, I'm tired. I was like, I'm tired of this nigga lying. So
Yeah.
he saw that shit and blocked the shit out of me. Charlamagne got me blocked on Twitter because I be calling niggas out. But I forgot where the fuck we was at with that shit. How the fuck did I get to that? But Drake, yeah.
Drake.
Sometimes I'll say some slick shit, but not to Drake though. You know what I'm saying? First off, I respect Drake. You know what I'm saying? But
Would you respect him if he slid in your wife's DM?
nah, it's all out war. That nigga come around my chick. Nigga.
We gonna fight.
I'm fighting. We
doing?
fighting. We
You fighting
fighting.
him?
We fighting.
Yeah, that's a fact. You gotta fight. Come on, son. Like
Like
now, how would you feel if
I'm just supposed to be cool with Drake coming in and
Hold
taking
on.
my chick out on the town and
How would you feel if you was married or whatever, and a celebrity, a girl hit up, you know what I'm saying, and you in love with your man, like, you know what I'm saying, like how
yeah,
would you
and
feel?
like Rihanna hit him up.
Salty. If Rihanna hit up my man, like, he gotta do what he gotta do. I'm gonna just keep it up.
Nah,
That's Rihanna.
yeah, if you got a child, okay, let's say you got a child.
Yeah,
also.
you got a baby. You
got a
are
child,
madly,
you are-
you are deeply in love with this man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got a bond.
That's
kid.
Rihanna.
Nah.
Oh
you
my
wild,
God.
man. You wild.
This generation, man.
Nah, but no, for real though,
Yeah.
that wouldn't be cool.
Nah.
But
Obviously.
but would you let him? Would you let him go out with her under like certain stipulations and shit?
If I can come, yeah.
That's real. That's the real
I think
answer
that's
right
the real
there.
answer.
If I could come, maybe Rihanna would let that happen though. Who knows?
Nah, that's wild though. Drake is wild for that.
He's a savage for that shit, man. Because he could really just pull up.
He
And-
took the time out of his day. He said, "Oh, you got me with this one."
Cause I'm sure it was more slick comments under that shit, but he chose that guy and his girl.
Yeah, he said, "You the one today."
Damn, and I would be tight with my girl. She posted some hate champagne poppy.
Exactly.
tight.
That would
make me tight.
That would
like,
it would
ain't
I
gonna
wouldn't
hold
just
you.
be tight, nigga. It would be over from there.
Yeah, that shit would make me
Any
mad,
flirtatious shit she do toward Drake after he her. Mm-mm.
Is that deep?
She for the streets.
that deep,
She for the
gang.
streets,
Like,
as they say. After that,
bro. If Drake
She for
would
the
have
streets.
if Drake would have DM'd my girl though, my girl would have showed me, and we would have been weak. We would have plotted out a fucking plan to get the bag, nigga. That's what we would have did, nigga. Dead ass. But nah, I would be tight though.
As you
Like
should.
I'd be tight. Like
nah, that bag can stay where it's at. It ain't worth it. It's too much goddamn temptation.
we gonna set him up, nigga. Bring him to the podcast. Be like, yeah.
That's wild though. He's a savage for that one. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
I
that
mean,
was-
when you got that, when you the top dude in the rap game, that's the type of shit you can do though. You know what I'm saying?
But like niggas do that shit every day to win.
Yeah,
the butt.
it's everyday niggas
It's
doing
like
that.
Drake,
But
though.
you can't do that shit publicly. Publicly, you gotta do that shit
Yeah.
on the low. Like niggas' wives be getting, smashed here and there.
Damn, it's crazy. Nah,
It's a real thing. They say women cheat more than men. You agree with
That's
that?
probably true.
you think so?
That hurt my heart right there. That's probably true.
Actually, no.
Because I feel like
Don't
women,
try to change it up. now.
Nah. Look. I feel like I feel like women. Like men think about. I would say women want sex more. So you know what I'm saying. So
Women want sex more.
nah, bro. I wouldn't say
That's
that.
what
Women,
you just said, though. right?
No.
Men want sex more.
Men want sex more.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yes. So in women, I think it's more on an emotional type thing. So
Some
like,
women though.
But
Some women.
let's
Some
say-
women
let's-
nymphos.
Let's say the majority of
Okay.
women. Let's say the
Yeah, okay,
majority.
majority of
of women. They, I would say,
I mean, we got a woman right here. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think?
What is it more? Is a sexual connection you have with somebody more about the physical or the mental? You know what I'm saying?
When you're in love,
I feel like sexual attraction, like physically, you gotta be physically like attracted to a person, but the mental shit is really what actually like makes y'all like souls connect type shit.
yeah, that's a fact.
Souls connect. That's some
That's some
deep shit.
Yeah. Like, no, that's a fact. That's what I mean. So, and if you think of that in that aspect, I would say men would be the ones to cheat more
I
because
feel like they cheat easier. I feel like for a man, it's easier to just like go off and cheat on a female than it is for a female to cheat on a guy. But a female cheating on a guy, I feel like she's preparing for this shit mentally. Like she already
Checked
got-
out.
checked
yeah.
out certain shit in her head to even get to that point.
Yeah, because
But
they
not
think of
really.
things on a more
So a
mental
woman
level.
wouldn't really more likely just cheat on some random shit, like a guy would. You know what I'm saying? Like a guy, could be at the grocery store and the
don't
chick
know.
asks him to come to the in the back or some shit, and he pop her off real quick or some shit like that.
Yeah, yeah, that's a fact. Like she said, easy. I feel like men are like that too. I feel like they a little easier to.
But I feel like women can get away with it more because men ain't really checking for their girl to be cheating like a girl would be checking for they gotta be cheating. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I feel like women can more easily get away with cheating. Like, hands down. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Women are more calculated than us. You know what I'm
I feel
saying?
like most females cheat with a guy though, and then actually end up with that person though that they cheated with.
Okay.
So you saying like they basically plotted this scheme of cheating,
Like they got an emotional connection with the dude
First.
or they wouldn't have cheated. So when they cheat, they leave their guy and fall in love with the guy they had this affair with, this adventure with that bonds them until they together too.
I feel like there's a lot of females that actually do get end up with the person that they cheat with, but
I mean, men too.
Nah.
they
I'm
do.
like,
No,
niggas
I feel like when a man cheats and like that shit like pops out somehow, it's like both females connecting together against that man.
Yeah, that is true.
That is true.
That is true. I can't even lie. That is true.
So a nigga never ends up with either one of them bitches because both are like, nah, fuck you.
That's if it's a smut though. You know what I'm saying? If a dude just smash like get a piece of strange after the club and he don't know nothing about this chick, she don't know nothing about him, and he didn't like hip her to, you know what I'm saying? She didn't know about, his relationship, and then she look him up on Instagram and find him and see all the couple pictures and shit. Then she hit the wife or the girlfriend up like, this is what your man did. Like she ain't got no fault in it. Like he fucked me. I tripped and fell on his dick. I ain't had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
But he fucked me. We got to get him.
But in a sense, they would be
Okay,
telling
but
the
she
truth.
would be like, no, because she would be like, he didn't tell me.
Yeah, that's
He
what
didn't
that's.
tell me he got a girl. So basically,
But did you ask? Or was y'all just drunk?
Okay,
Yeah.
but you gotta ask.
Apparently. If she would have asked when she wouldn't be in
I
that
think
predicament.
for a female, if you trying to stay out of drama, you don't want to have to be in that type of drama.
Exactly,
because
because you know
should be a
niggas.
responsible thing to do. Say, yo, before we do this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think you should.
Okay,
to be
so
responsible.
if you mess with somebody, if you take somebody home from the club, let's just say you take somebody home from the club.
Yeah.
Before you do something with them, you're like, are you in a relationship? You ask that question.
As a
before
guy, no.
Okay, but as a female, you do. You should.
Yeah.
No, fuck no. So why does
Especially if you're gonna get mad if you find out after
But
the fact.
we're
Like
talking-
a guy wouldn't get mad after the fact. He'll just be like, "Oh shit, I fucked that nigga bitch," and then he'll move on with his day.
Yeah, because I'm not. Yeah,
But a
we
girl
not-
would be like,
'cause
"What?
I would say
I'm gonna ruin everything in this nigga life."
exactly as a guy.
You
You
laughing because it's the truth.
Look, as a guy, exactly what you just said. Like guys is not gonna be like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna text her husband and let her husband know that.
Yeah, how dare she?
How dare she
Text
fuck
her
us
right now.
and and not let us know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hell no.
But a
Niggas
dude gonna
gonna
be
be
like,
like-
"Damn, exactly like I said, I fucked that nigga
Okay,
bitch."
I get that point.
Pat
though.
himself on the back and move on.
No, I get that. I can see that.
Yeah, for sure.
Sure, yeah, that's a fact.
That's a fact.
But I think that's like I said, the process of how, men and women look at,
Yeah, we different creatures, man. As much as this society these days tries to
don't even dip into it.
tries
Just
to
leave
act
it
like
alone.
we not two different, like almost species of beings, men and women, it is a fact. But
So since we're like on that topic though, like what do you? I don't know how to put this. Like, what would you call like a girl who, you know, who goes out? Since you were talking about the clubs, what would you say with a girl that goes out and sleeps with one person, then the next week they sleep with another person? Do you consider that those type of girls like? What do they say these days, guys? Hoes, or like
Slut buckets.
Yeah, like what do you consider like, or do you feel like it doesn't matter? Like it doesn't matter because men do the same, basically do the same thing.
It doesn't matter.
Do you feel like women should?
It does or doesn't?
No. So if a man is allowed to do that, why is a woman not allowed to do that?
Because it's different.
I don't think it's different. I just asked the question.
Okay,
I'm
no,
gonna agree.
actually, I don't think that's different.
You don't think it's different?
No, because
Don't move the mic too far away from your face, though.
you just set up though.
Okay.
She about
I
to
thought
go
you was
in.
about to go in. Like, this nigga is
I think
I think it's different, though.
I think it's
No.
not different.
Why would it be different?
Because like we just said, we two different creatures,
Okay,
you know?
but still,
And y'all need the emotions, you know?
I don't think every female needs the emotions. I
But
feel like
y'all,
some females-
and
no, I feel like some females got fucked up so hard in life
that they don't
and
give a
over
shit.
and over again that they just don't give a shit.
Okay, I got you. I understand that. I understand that.
There's females out there that have niggas crying to them because they fucking up.
Yeah, that's true.
That shit exists.
Yeah.
Do you think those type of girls are like those type of girls are still like, even though they fucking a bunch of people, like they actually trying to look? They're actually looking for somebody though.
Some of them.
Some
Some
of
of them
'em?
just
You
fucking
feel
to be
like that?
fucking. Just
You
like
think
a
some
nigga.
of them are fucking just to be fucking, or they like really the guy leads them on to be like they in a
I mean,
relationship type shit?
I feel like females give that person a try, but that person just ain't it. And you peep that shit. Like, how often do you actually like meet a person and you click with them to a certain level where you're like, okay, I can fuck with you.
Did it cut off?
No, she just stopped talking.
Okay.
It sounded like she
it cut
she
off.
stopped talking like the mic cut off or some shit.
Like,
But yeah,
I can fuck with you for the rest of my life type shit. You don't meet that person very often. And there's certain things about a person that you just realize and you're just like, okay, you know what? That's something I do not want to just like have in my life like for a long run. So why would I put my energy towards something that's not really gonna be something for the good?
And to
Yeah, I
add
feel
to
you.
that, and to add to that, like, and that's why I would say I disagree with you, because I feel like that's experience. Like, you know, you need that experience. Like females, regardless,
not necessarily, man.
I would say so, bro. Like, why
not taking it all the way to fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Well-
If you a female and you looking for a man, that don't mean you got to take it all the way to sex every time.
You know?
I mean, it doesn't have to be every time, but when you're young, the same way when we're young as males, you know, we out there experience and having fun. Like,
But
it's
we
not
young as we young,
sex.
but we,
Hold on. Sex.
Okay.
When you're young, like you're not thinking on a level to be like, okay, I'm looking for a person that's like this and like that, because you're learning. And sex is just the thought of sex is, you know, just fun at that age. You know, you're not really thinking. I think it's the same thing for women. Women want to go out and do the
but
same
to the
thing as men.
to the lesser though, like men, when you a young dude, you know what I'm saying, just went through puberty and shit, you raging with fucking testosterone, your dick, you just figured out how your dick work.
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't fucking, you jacking off all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You in school, you got to cover your dick. Your dick just get hard for no reason, and you got to cover it with your books before you stand up and go to the next class and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And women going through a different process, and some women be hot, you know what I'm saying, and they be, but it's to the it ain't to
To
the
that extent.
it ain't to that extent like
Yeah.
like a dude. They don't look at sex. I mean, some women, like I said, are more sexually driven, but that's not so much the norm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
but that doesn't mean that women don't have the tendencies to be like they want to have sex with
yeah,
somebody.
but
they
not
might,
to the extent of a dude to the on the same like level. You know what I'm saying? And in the like, I think if a chick, like going back to the first question, like is it the same? Like, first off, men, we how can I say this? we the givers and they receiving. You know what I'm saying? They catching. And like she said, like sex is like some people consider it as like a soul bond. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to. A chick don't want to be inviting all these dudes inside of her. You know what I'm saying?
So.
And
speak your mind, speak truth. I want to.
Let me finish my thought though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Before I forget it, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's and like that same woman gonna want to be a wife one day. You know what I'm saying? She gonna want somebody to take her. Wait. Let me finish. She gonna want to be. She gonna want somebody to take her serious and not have to worry about walking in the room and all the dudes in there might have smashed my wife. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a man would more likely judge a woman on her body count than a woman would judge a man on his body count, because it's kind of a stereotypical, like a woman wants a man who's really attractive to a lot of women and is good in bed from the not necessarily from the experience, but she ain't gon' she agree with that. I agree. Come on, man. Like,
you tripping?
No. Y'all tripping if y'all don't agree with what I just said.
Nah, I don't agree with that. I
don't. Which part?
You gonna get hate for this one.
I want the smoke.
I'm gonna let you talk.
Most of the time, I'm just playing devil's advocate. Let's put that out there. But tell me what in what I just said is wrong though.
You got me fucked up.
Go ahead.
What did I say?
What?
Yeah, go ahead. So what's up?
You making really seem like females and males do not have the same rights.
No. I did not say that.
Hold on. Cause why is it bad for a man to walk in a room and think, oh man, all these dudes might have smashed my girl, but the same shit is for let a girl walk into the hair fucking salon, beauty store, whatever, and she just knows, oh damn, my nigga fuck all these bitches.
I feel like a woman ain't gonna trip. I feel like a woman ain't gonna trip off that as much as a man would. You know,
that's not true. I don't believe
it. Ain't gonna hurt. Like that's gonna hurt the man's pride. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna hurt a female's pride too.
Not to the same extent, though.
Okay, let me add to what you said, bro. How not, bro? Like everybody's insecure, because that's an insecurity. Like for you to like the scenario you use, like, oh, if I bring my wife or something into the room, I gotta think blah blah blah. But that's an insecurity. That's an insecurity thing with yourself.
How is that an insecurity thing?
It would, because what you mean? Like that is an insecurity thing.
How?
Because you would be thinking that. You would be thinking that I gotta worry. Like,
but okay. I don't like. For instance, I don't worry about that now because I know I picked a woman that I know I ain't gotta worry about that with. But if I picked a woman who I knew back in the day was in them streets, and it's stories about her. I got homeboys who wife the slutty chick.
Okay, but
who done fuck all the soldiers and shit. So and he know whenever he take her to whatever gathering in Vilsec or wherever the fuck they go around the post, probably 10 dudes done been inside his wife. I don't want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you on that. But can I ask you a question? You don't want to feel like that because
they don't make me insecure just because I don't want that.
But in a sense, what makes you think a woman wouldn't want the same thing? Like, what about you? Because you making it seem like it's okay. You basically saying it's okay for guys when they're past, they're allowed to fuck all these girls. And then hold on. Okay. And then now, you get what I'm saying? It's like it's mutual, bro. Like girls think the same thing. Like girls are also like, damn, like I don't want to have blah blah blah. Bro, it's the same. We just think in this society we normalize. We make it like it's like a stereotype that men can fuck a bunch of girls
but that's what I was like alluding to though.
Yeah, but I'm saying
I wasn't so much saying like my personal opinion. Okay. I was saying like society wise,
yeah, society.
Men are celebrated for sowing their royal oats, for example, like and sleeping with a lot of women and being playboys and being like the eligible bachelor and shit. But women are celebrated for, holding they dude down. You know, it's the opposite. It's a double standard. It's a whole bunch of double standards with men and women, but that's one of them. Like a man, like women are expected society wise to have a low body count and not be promiscuous and sleep around, because that in a sense make her value go down.
But on a personal level, do you believe that though? Because you said before, you was like, I made sure that I picked. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't what I believe. It's just what I don't want that for myself. I would rather not have to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? I would rather not have to think about that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. In my daily life.
I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I respect that.
Yeah.
I still like I said, I still think it's like it's a mutual thing. Like, you know, like I feel like women feel exactly how, you know, men feel, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to their relationship and like in all aspects.
Let me ask her this.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather a guy maybe slept with one other woman, or let's just say a virgin who has no experience, he fresh, pure, ain't never been with another woman, you prefer him or the dude that's done slept with 100 women but is so experienced that he gets you off multiple times every time, to the dude that's a virgin and you got to teach him everything? Which one would you pick out of that?
I ain't picking, obviously it's her question, but like, what about the person? What about the virgin? You know, it would depend too.
Just solely based off the sex. Fuck all the other shit.
Okay.
And just this question.
Okay.
It's just a hypothetical question. Would you rather an inexperienced guy or a very experienced guy who does everything you want him to do very well? Would the body count matter?
I don't really care about the body count, to be honest. It doesn't really matter to me. I'd rather have somebody that's experienced. And I feel like with guys, like when they actually get into the phase where they actually found themselves, they're going to have a wild phase regardless. I feel like almost every guy has a wild phase. So I'd rather take the experienced guy because he kind of maybe has that face behind him to go with somebody.
That's a good way to put it.
Go with somebody that has actually the experience and is like went through that phase, and we can actually settle down together. Because, you know,
I respect that.
That was a great answer right there. In the first part, backed up everything you was about to jump over that couch about over a few minutes ago. Like I said, most women don't give a shit about a man's body count, but a lot of men give a shit about how many dudes they chick done been with. You know what I'm saying? It's just a fact.
Just from experience, I don't know. I don't get that question a lot, ever, to be honest. So I don't know. I mean,
nobody really asks like how many people you done slept. I mean, some people do, but you just don't want that chick that you know.
Yeah, I mean, okay,
every weekend at the one.
I put it like
shit,
this.
You know?
Like, I put it like this. Yeah, that's a good point, because if I heard, like, obviously amongst other people that, you know, she's this and she's that, of course I'm gonna stay away from that. But if I had met somebody and, you know, you get into the talks of like, oh, what you do when you was younger, like you saying dumb shit, you know, I don't think anybody. First off, I don't think anybody when they're in a relationship should even really have to talk about their past. You know what I'm saying? Because all that does is bring insecurity to both parties and shit like that. But if you are open to talk about your past and she tells you, or he tells you whatever, like blah, blah, blah.
You gotta be prepared.
You know, you gotta be prepared. You gotta be accepted to that shit. And it wouldn't matter to me, because if I've already fallen in love with that person, you know, that's what will bring insecurities. You know, of course, I would be dealing with something like that, but I would have insecurities. I would be still kind of thinking blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. But you know, it's different because I knew about it after I fell in love with the person. You know what I mean? So
I just don't like that word, that word insecure or insecurities. I feel like
because it has a negative touch to it.
It's just, I feel like women like be weaponizing that shit against, like, or not women. I feel like people weaponize that shit against the people who they be in relationships with. Like if they, like if on either side of the coin, you tell a person you got a problem with so and so and so and so, and they be like, oh, you just insecure. You just insecure about that. There's something wrong with you, not me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I might have got
I
a little
feel-
triggered when you said the
Nah.
insecurity shit.
I feel like the insecurity shit is real though. Like there's a lot of shit going on that people have a problem with the other person doing that, but it's really about
Their
them
insecurity,
and their insecurities. And
But what if it's really a
are-
bad thing that they doing though?
well, if it's really a bad thing, that's a different story. But there's a lot of shit that just looks bad to a person that's insecure about some shit about them.
It might you take it the wrong way. You take it like what's in your mind, shit that bothers you.
Just assume.
Or what if it's
off
just
of your
something that
feelings,
you
your
don't want to
emotions.
like? What if it's just something that you don't want to
jealousy-
personally accept?
I mean,
You know what I'm
jealousy
saying?
comes from insecurity too. Like when you're jealous, that's an insecure thing. You're definitely insecure about something when it comes to it. That's the insecurity I would say is like the primary
Yeah.
thing, and the secondary thing that comes from, insecurity is jealousy.
It just sounds like you sound a little weak.
I mean, you can sound weak, but
It's not bad to be
it's
weak.
not. It's not bad to exactly. Insecurity. Everybody has insecurities, whether you want to believe it or not. You have insecurities. Whatever you get upset about is, that the opposite person is saying, nah, like that's not what I'm thinking. That's probably your insecurities about something.
The definition of insecure is not firm or fixed, liable to give way or break. I don't want to be defined like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no motherfucking insecurities, man. It's just some shit fucked up, and I know how to peep that shit. And I'm gonna say some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Pick my shit.
But it ain't got shit to do with me. You know what I'm saying? I just point that shit out. But yeah, but you said some good shit on that topic though.
Yeah.
Let's move on to one more.
No, I was gonna say I feel like she represented the women. You know what I'm saying? That's probably gonna be in these fucking comments.
Yeah, they're gonna be in the comments.
I mean, like the only thing that I really didn't like was you saying that y'all are givers and we're receivers.
I'm just saying we going in y'all and y'all receiving. Is that not true?
I mean, yeah, but like
Y'all, what else you was about to say? Her face.
Go ahead and say it, man. It's a Cold Ghost podcast,
I
man.
mean, yeah, but that's just like, yeah, I mean, how God made us. That's not something that I would go judge off of because like
It wasn't judging.
man can receive too.
Oh hell nah. We ain't even go down that road.
I'm just saying.
But if a dude,
Saying.
I don't even. Come on. She said y'all can receive too.
No, I mean like I'm not saying y'all. I'm just saying
I know,
in general.
like in general.
just don't like. I just
I don't even
wanna,
want to speculate on around all that shit. You know,
I mean, I'm just trying to say.
naturally, normally, we the givers. You know what I'm saying? But if a chick, I'm just gonna put it like this: if a chick getting her butt busted out all the time, and she receiving it, her butt gonna. Her butt gonna be wide ass open. Ain't nobody gonna want that wide ass butt. Just like everybody ain't gonna want your ran through ass, poom poom,
Yeah,
but a
that's
dude
fact.
can smack as many cheeks as he want, and he still got the same meat, unless he catch something or something. But you can't.
Man,
he
what-
can't
so-
like he can't like fuck his dick like raw or
but wait,
or
wait,
smaller or something. But y'all can fuck y'all
That's
shit
a false-
more
that's-
open.
that's
Pause
false.
real quick, because if you look at it like that, females are way cleaner than males because our body cleans itself once a month. What y'all
I don't
got?
know if
And
I
it's no
agree
such
with
thing-
that one.
and it's also
I
not
don't
true.
know if I agree with
And
that
that's
one.
also a false statement about like getting fucked and your vagina gets bigger and shit like that. That's not true. It's a false.
If you fucking all different kind of dicks,
I promise you, it's a very false, very false.
do you
statement.
have a vagina?
I mean, my sister's a
Your
doctor.
sister talk to you? Oh, she's
She's
a doctor.
a doctor. It's a
And
very
y'all
false-
have had a vagina conversation?
I made jokes and shit.
And you asked her, yo, sis. I'm trying to do Smitty boy. Yo, sis.
Yo,
Vaginas get bigger when they fuck? When you fuck them?
I mean, it's just untrue. You shouldn't even say that shit. That shit ain't true.
Come
Shit.
on, man. If a chick fucking a dude.
Check him. No.
Nah, that shit
You
ain't.
don't
That shit
know?
ain't a true statement, nigga. Facts.
All right, I'm going to leave that alone because I don't have a vagina.
I mean,
So I don't know. But I'm saying, like, a chick can't get ran through, though. Turn that shit into roast beef.
nigga Tommy, man.
You looking like Wendy's.
Shit, I don't know.
Beef melt. Nah, but let's get on some other topics, man. Before I say some other shit that's gonna get me in trouble. Dave Chappelle. You know who Dave Chappelle is? The comedian. How old are you? If you don't mind me asking. I know you shouldn't ask. Okay. But you don't know who Dave Chappelle is? No. He's a really funny, pretty legendary.
I don't know who Dave Chappelle is for real. Damn. You're the first person I ever met that don't know what Dave.
I mean, she younger.
Hold on, I probably do.
Yeah,
once I see him.
Okay. You can't really see him too much in the video, but he's a comedian. Really, like one of the most popular, successful comedians like of his time. He's a black dude.
Damn. Y'all gonna have to cut that out. Y'all not about to put me on the spot. They gonna take my black card and everything.
Nah.
You younger. He a little above your.
How old is he? What generation is that?
Shit, ours.
Nah, he like 40. He like late 40s, 50 maybe. But he was popular, he was popular years ago though. Like he had like the Dave Chappelle show with the R. Kelly song, the "Piss on You" song, and fucking with the, I don't know, maybe he not your generation. But he hot now though. He always getting in trouble with his Netflix documentaries about like he like to talk about the LGBT community a little bit too much, and they be trying to cancel him and shit like that. But they ain't got nothing to do with this situation. Like he in the news because somebody tried to Will Smith him. I know you know who Will Smith is, and Jada motherfucking Pinkett.
You do know them, right? All right.
So you know Will Smith ran up on stage and slapped the shit out of Chris Rock.
Yep.
And when that shit happened, they was saying that he gonna spark other people thinking they can go up on stage and do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then this happened. Let me see what video. Yeah, this shit happened. Let me go back.
Miami on the DJ table is one of the most prolific producers.
He on stage at like a big arena, you know.
Mighty Man
I
Lil.
see it.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for hip hop history.
Nigga ran up on stage, tried to tackle his ass.
Look, that nigga ran. They felt like, what the fuck?
And they slow mo. This nigga in all black like a ninja. Boom. Didn't have no power behind that shit though. They didn't even fall.
Yeah, that's a fact. He stood his ground.
They fucked him up backstage though.
Was he? What was his race?
He's a white dude.
Oh, white dude.
He said, "I'm gonna kill that nigga." What's that?
Wait, I gotta see this.
This nigga on the mic, I gotta see him whoop his ass. They broke both of his hands.
Oh, they fucked him up.
And
right?
they put one of his arms behind his back, like broke it. Fucked his face up.
Yeah, because he had a weapon or some shit, right? Yeah, he was armed.
Yeah, he had a gun with a knife. He had a gun with a knife on the end of it. In his pocket.
I saw 50 Cent post something. It was like, damn, like y'all security didn't see this. What the fuck is that?
They said security was super weak there for some reason.
That's crazy.
For Dave Chappelle?
For Dave Chappelle, bro.
Damn.
Yep.
Damn, could he like sue the venue, whoever hosted him, for not having the security up like that, or nah?
I guess it was security, but it was no like front row security like it should have been. Cause like it was a big ass arena or hall, and it was sold out. Like most tickets ever sold there or some shit. It was it's like a festival. Like Netflix is a joke. They got like a comedy festival and shit. Damn. Everybody there, Jamie Foxx, Chris Rock, all them niggas.
Do you think he really came on there to cause like bodily harm to him because he had that gun?
I think it could do it a rapper. Like one of his rap songs came out after that, and it's super trash. But I think he did it for like some clout points or some shit, or maybe he just.
I thought
insane.
I thought it was like something that he did to the to the community and all the shit. You
think he was like in the LGBT community?
I thought I was wondering because, I mean, I seen some pretty strong like comments from people like who are stand behind that shit. Like they got some pretty like like every group, bro. They got some radical shit. Some people who are like die hard for that. That for they. I mean, which I understand for their community and shit. But You know, there's some motherfuckers that will try to kill somebody for like being like that. You know what I mean? Because he said some harsh shit.
Yeah, he did.
But yeah, man. I don't know. That's crazy though.
Super crazy. I
You-
think I
do
got
you
a
think
picture.
that was
I think I
spark-
got a picture of that nigga.
You think that was sparked from?
Oh,
he don't look. He don't. He look.
They
black,
fucked him
bro.
up.
Look
Oh,
at
he
his
black.
arm.
I thought he was white. Look how they fucked his arm up.
Fuck no.
Can he sue? Nah, not with that
Nah,
weapon.
not after he did that.
Damn.
They fucked that nigga up. I mean, rightfully so, man. Fuck that nigga.
And this dude, you said that dude had a rap song.
He's a rapper, man. He's an aspiring rapper. They played some.
more.
Not no more. He finna go to jail. But they played a little snippet of his shit on the Breakfast Club. Super trash.
What?
I think he did it for. He thought
clout,
like they were
right?
gonna get him some clout, some fame that he could like spin into a rap career, maybe.
Did some
Yeah.
shit differently.
Dave Chappelle probably dissed that nigga. He was probably like, Dave Chappelle, listen to my song.
He got a song called Dave Chappelle. Like he made the song and kind of. I might be mistaken, but I think he said something about running up on Dave in the song and then actually
That's
did it.
Okay.
They probably recorded it. Like he probably had a friend record it for a music
Just
video.
for
or
a
some
music
shit.
video, yeah.
Yeah, he go. You best believe it's a music video and come with that. He gonna say he was trying to protect the LGBT community or some shit, and then he gonna be the next Lil Nas X.
Yeah, but you think they would praise him for
The radicals would. How you feel about all that?
All that.
like the
LGBT community and everything that's going on with them.
I feel like
These
every
days.
person should be able to love who they want, no matter if it's male or female. Loving male or female, it doesn't fucking matter to me. It doesn't matter where they come from, where they go to, who they love.
I agree,
None of that. It honestly doesn't matter to me. Human is human. Like,
but we're not really talking about like gay and straight people. We talking about like trans people, like people who.
if that's who they want to be, that's who they want to be.
How do you feel? Hold on. How do you feel like about? It's not just on that level. We talking about like, let's say you're, in a competition or something like that, and Olympics, and and
Yeah, you know about the Leah Thompson Thomas situation, the swimmer.
Is that a situation where a guy is a transgender and
won the swim
contest as a female?
Yeah. Won the championship.
Yeah, I mean,
That's when you gotta face reality right there. That's when all the feelings go out the window, and you gotta.
I mean, when we talking about now,
if I was competing and somebody was winning against me, and I know that they were a man when they was born, I would feel some type of way about it. Yes.
exactly.
Do I feel like I'm in the position to judge? No, not really. But I see where everybody's coming from. That's upset about that. But
yeah, because you work just as hard as
obviously, a man obviously is stronger
Yep.
and faster or whatever. The typical man is not every man, obviously, but the typical man is stronger and built different, just body wise, because God made him to be a different type of human being than a female is. Obviously,
Exactly.
because we're nurturing and caring.
And we supposed to be strong and protective and all that stuff.
Yeah, and anybody who is trying to be the different side, go for it. I'm not here to judge, but I get what you're saying.
But you have to judge in that situation though.
In that situation,
Yeah,
yes.
you
But
have
just
to.
in general, I'm always gonna let everybody just
And with the kids too.
Yeah, even that situation, man, it's kind of like, you have kids, you got females, it's kind of like, sports passionate, especially when it comes to like NWA and all these, or what's it called?
NWA.
Not NWA.
Ice Cube.
No, fucking, damn, I'm fucking, the basketball league. I'm fucking.
The WNBA.
Yo, WNBA. I said NWA. Look, yeah, like you got to think. There's young girls who look forward to that, and then how is it gonna be in the next couple of years where girls are gonna be like, well, is it really worth it? Because it's
Yeah, because we gotta compete against these dudes.
Singing for these dudes. They're not dudes, bro.
What are they?
They're females.
Come on, man.
Trans. I think. Do you feel like they should separate it?
I feel like it's not enough of them to create their own
There probably is a lot of
league.
There's a lot of them out there probably that are not even
Out there.
because they're not even out there because society doesn't accept them like that.
But not to the point
don't
where
want
they
them.
can create whole sports leagues with only trans people in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like even the whole gay community is like 1% of like the world's population or some shit like that.
Okay,
I mean,
what is the right way to go about some shit like that?
Shit, I don't know.
I don't know.
think there is a right way.
I would definitely try to like ask though to make, cause I like put it like this. I feel on the same level like you said, you respect them and shit. Like I still want people to be happy. If there was a way to make these people happy to where, you know, they feel comfortable, I think they should do that.
But that's the thing though,
You know what I
like
mean?
it's.
But I don't know in this situation. I would say that's wrong. You know, you mean that's not fair. You know,
Yeah.
but there's no question.
But it's
behind
like in this, like people get it fucked up. Like it's never gonna be a point in time where everything is perfect and everybody is happy about everything. It's too many motherfucking souls on this fucking planet. It's billions of people with billions of ideas and ways of looking at
it.
things.
Beliefs.
All these, that's what, like all these activists, all these causes and all this shit everybody offended by and all these feelings that people have and they want to be looked at like this and shit and they want to change this and that. But like you change it this way, then it's going to be another group of people mad. Like it's always going to be a push and pull thing. Like it's never going to be a perfect day where everybody was satisfied with everything. And like, I think society is going down the wrong path trying to appease everybody's appeasing everybody's feelings over logic and the natural order of things. I think like that's like a path to destruction in society. In society, you know what I'm saying? Because when shit was harder, you know, when niggas was still out here on the trail with horses and you know what I'm saying, niggas had to dig their own wells for water and do all kind of crazy shit just to survive and to live. Like all these superficial ass ideas and causes wasn't popping up because niggas had to fucking
Focus on
other shit and get it how they live and shit. But now
making light bulbs
shit is so
and shit.
cushy. Yeah, like niggas had to come up with fucking fire and wheels and shit. You know, chicks
That shit crazy.
at a point in time, chicks didn't have no fucking feminine hygienes and shit. They had to worry about, you know, like just all kind of niggas couldn't brush their teeth at a point in history and shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like niggas was shitting in holes at one point in time.
So niggas could have been feeling exactly. So niggas could have been feeling like that, but they didn't have time.
They ain't have time to feel like that, but now
Yeah,
everything's so
that shit.
easy and cushy. Like niggas be like, I feel like a
Chinese.
a Korean person today. Gonna get some surgery, cut myself up. Not to just put it only on like trans people, but anybody with these crazy ideas that they trying to push in society today, you just bored. And you need a cause to attach yourself to and make some noise about.
Besides the shit, like, I mean, I'm not saying I don't care about this cause or anything, because I definitely do. I want everybody to be happy, but you, like, the point you just made, you can't make everybody happy. Because there's going to be people that's unhappy that you happy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They're going to be like, why are all these people happy?
It's always gonna be somebody
Yeah,
on the
you
other
know?
side of the coin. You know?
Exactly. So I don't know, man. The only movements, like, I wouldn't say only movements I support, but the only ones I'm like, you know, really behind, like, fully is like the Black Lives and the feminists, you know.
But
the
you heard the
feminine-
shit about the Black Lives Matter movement, right? They in hot water right now.
I mean, I'm just talking about.
But it is a topic we could hit on.
Yeah, I'm talking about. I ain't talking about like whoever runs this group, or I'm talking about like just the idea,
cause.
the cause
Okay.
of. Yeah, you know, because I heard
Because the organization is iffy.
They are?
Yeah, like the ladies that like started it and like own like the CEOs of Black Lives Matter Incorporated and shit. They like these. I think like the head is like this lesbian lady. And she's like a Marxist or something. Like she believes that men shouldn't be in the household. You know what I'm saying? And
What?
yeah, they used to have it up on their like
the
mission
fuck?
statement on the Black Lives Matter
this world.
website and shit.
Lord.
And people didn't really check for that, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause that was all about, George Floyd, blah, 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 protesting all over the world. But recently, because like during the whole George Floyd shit, when the whole world was protesting, even over here in Germany, I was there in Nuremberg and, for the cause and shit. But that year, they accumulated like $90 million in like
about this.
Donations and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like a lot of it is unaccounted for, you know what I'm saying? And now they popping up buying properties, $1 million house over here, $3 million house over there, $6 million house over here. And they private properties that they not even reporting to the IRS or reporting to the people, the donors and shit. And one of the like the $6 million house they was trying to say was gonna be like a kind of like an office, like an oasis for everybody to come and make Black Lives Matter content and brainstorm.
That's just like blood money, man. Because that's
it is blood money. They got like
that everybody
they got
that's
rich off of that shit.
Like George Floyd was the really the big push.
Yeah.
And now it's just like it's be your own people, man.
And like she bought a house for her wife. She bought a house for her mom. She bought a house for like her family.
Her family black?
Yeah, her family black.
Thank God, at least.
That's what she said. She was like, I'm still giving back to the black community because they black. She said it in an interview.
Shit, that ain't
but come on, bitch, that ain't what people wanted when they sent you that money. Come on now. And now she did all that and then she stepped down.
So they're not like pushing a lot of money towards like getting inmates out there. Like,
I don't think so. She said like they never.
That is fucked up.
She never. I don't want to misquote the lady, but yeah. And I don't know how much. It's all alleged, but I have watched interviews and they asked the questions and she like tiptoe. You know how them politicians do? They tiptoe around the questions and shit. And to try to get away from it all, she stepped down as like the head of Black Lives Matter, and now she just want to live her life and write her.
Sure she do.
Write her books. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure she does.
But the shit wild though. You know what I'm saying? 90 million and you spent millions on properties and shit.
I'm gonna be real with you. That's why like call me wrong. But that's why I don't donate like to organizations. Like if I'm gonna do some shit, I'm gonna do it my fucking self,
bro. You have to because
how long that shit goes?
How long, motherfucker? How long them little skinny African commercials been coming on?
Yeah,
with the same little nigga in the commercial, and they still asking for money for 20 years. Like y'all ain't saved them kids yet. What y'all doing with all that money, man? You know they done made about $1 billion.
Look, I remember them commercials when I was shit.
With the flies flying around.
When I was watching the TV Guide channel.
Yeah, with the bellies poking out. You like, damn, I could send a quarter.
Yeah.
They probably ain't seen a cent of that motherfucking money.
It's crazy, man. The world that we live in.
That is actually true.
Yeah.
The world we live in, bro. Like, niggas don't give a fuck. It's just like, like I said, on the other podcast, the whole focus, even right now, when it comes to like the whole Ukraine shit. Like, nigga, there's so many conflicts that's going on. Like, they still bombing Somalia, Syria right now. Like, mad people die. I'm seeing the shit that's going on in like, with the Palestinians and stuff, bro. And they focus on this Ukraine shit, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, bro. It's crazy. Like, whoever's pulling them fucking strings.
It's got to be an agenda on some behind the scenes
COVID
shit.
just gone. I don't even know. COVID, niggas still dying?
No more.
It's like they came up with that shit to get our minds off of COVID or something.
Yeah, it's like a distraction or some shit. I don't want to get into no conspiracy shit, but I'm just keeping it a rap.
I mean, I think we mentioned some shit like that in another podcast. It's a little fishy that they focusing so much on Ukraine, but that shit is affecting a lot because you heard like, ain't no flour in the motherfucking stores and shit. Yeah. Bread at the fucking bakery is like 5 times the price it used to be.
I bought like maybe before right when the war first kind of like started, I bought mad oil. Like,
yeah,
the oil cooking oil.
We get it from Ukraine.
Yeah,
I ain't know that till today when my wife was telling me about it. Nigga.
I got some for you, gang.
Okay,
I'm sorry, selling the bitches. My traffic shit.
You trusted oil?
Hell yeah, I'm about to be like, yo, if anybody wants some oil, hit me.
Shit, if you got a stockpile of that shit, you can make
a couple of them shits. Cause my wife was like, yo, we gotta go to the store get, the vegetable oil. I was like, why? And she was like, yeah, it comes from Ukraine. And I was
I ain't know that shit. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck she know that shit? She saw it on the news, or that's just common knowledge?
She saw it on the news. That should be on the news.
Everything is more expensive, man. I think like the inflation rate is like 7%
It's the highest
right
it's
now.
ever been, ever.
But the thing about inflation, like when that shit happened, like everybody's supposed to get more money. Like the wages are supposed to rise and shit, you know. But that's always the last shit that happens, you know.
Yep.
Like the euro is like on the same level as the dollar right now.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Which is good for me. Shit.
I mean, I used to like going home and like getting more money when I changed my euro in and shit.
Yeah.
I used to love that too.
Hell yeah, you get an extra few hundred depending on how much
euro you have and shit.
Hell yeah. You think you balling?
But when you out this bitch and you using dollars,
yeah, true.
Shit don't be hitting.
True.
No VA and all that. So
VA pay you in dollars.
VA pays you in dollars.
And so it translates into less euro.
Into less euro.
They wild for that one.
Wow.
I ain't even know that shit.
They wild for that, but hey, that 1,000, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's still good
That
shit.
1,000
It's
come
still
with
free.
1,000, that
It's
shit.
still free money.
Hell yeah.
I'm
But-
still on my disability journey. But I ain't got that shit yet.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, the world fucked up. I say that every podcast. The
World is fucked up though.
That shit crazy, man. It's like everything is just like normalized now. Like it's like what you said in one podcast. Like anybody can say something, and it's just like a movement. You know, like it's crazy. Like you can't in that you know the LBGT community. It's like very. You gotta be. It's just sad that like the people who we have our views and they have a problem with us saying our views on their views. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like you could lose your job and shit over the wrong thing that you say about the LGBT community, even though that's your belief. The same way they believe, like
because they trying to change your belief.
Yeah,
so they don't want you touting
shit. That shit is crazy.
I
bro.
don't got no problem with them, man. I just don't want them to indoctrinate the kids, man. That's the main thing. Like I want them to let kids be kids. And keep that shit out of the school. Because in America, they trying to like damn near teach classes about how to become gay, how to become not the gender that you were born as, telling little kids that the doctor got it wrong when they were born. And
that's not.
He didn't know what sex you were by your genitals.
But that's why a lot of now I'm starting to, you know, back then I used to be like, you know, there's these kids, you know, you have the kids that only watch PBS and stuff like that, and I used to be like, yo, like, why are you being homeschooled? Like, but now I be seeing like some parents be homeschooling their kids to protect them from the shit that be seeing on TV and the news. But although, of course, you know, when the kids get into society, they can't cope. You know, a lot of kids can't cope with society.
Yeah, that's bad for like social
but still though, bro.
education and shit. Like if you ain't go to school, your social skills fucked up.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, if you're a parent trying to protect your child from like that type of knowledge that you're talking about, where they trying to teach kids how to be.
If you live in the States, you gotta just relocate.
No, you rather prepare them for that.
But
shit.
they just put that shit.
You can't really prepare a kid for that. If a kid got, it's just with me with kids. I feel like kids are really impressionable, and contrary to what people believe these days, kids are to be molded. You know what I'm saying? And they don't come out a certain way like people want to act like. You know what I'm saying? People are the sum of their experiences in life and what they see and the decisions they make around what they see.
But you think it's a genetic thing?
No, I don't think
so either. I think exactly what you're saying, like the whole molding, like somewhere in that kid's life, it was something there that
triggered
that shit. Like I don't care what,
even
like,
triggered the curiosity, because when you're a kid, you want to belong to a group. You want to be a part of something.
Yeah.
And whether that could be anything, you know what I'm saying? When I was growing up, we had motherfucking goth kids and shit.
Gothic.
The weirdos of the school, goddamn. Like they wear all black, they wear them big ass pants with the chain swinging and shit. White,
5 of them chains.
Yeah, white face makeup, black lipstick, black fingernails, and they was just the goths. They didn't fuck with you, you ain't fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? But that was just one of the groups that you had: the goth, the people who played sports, the cheerleaders, the fucking nerds, fucking the white kids in my school because
Yeah.
it was mostly black and shit. But like, and nowadays you got the trans, you got the gays, you got the lesbians, and they all the cool kids because that's all you see on TV and in cartoons and everywhere these days on billboards and Google ads, and they the cool kids in school. The trans people, the gay people, they cool as shit. That's who kids look up to these days. Lil Nas X.
I never like.
You don't think Lil Nas X influenced some kids to be gay?
For sure. I remember when Nicki Minaj like first came out and stuff like, and I, during our time, and like, I felt like that was a time when everybody was trying to be a lesbian and shit. Cause Nicki Minaj was, say some bars about being a lesbian. And everybody's
I don't remember that shit. You say that shit in another
yo, bro,
podcast.
I swear that was like, I felt like it was the cool thing, like to be bi.
Yeah,
Not-
yeah,
she's
yeah. To
not
be
lesbian,
bi,
to be
yeah.
bi.
I remember the
That
bi
was
phase.
not lesbian, but to be bi, cause she references shit like that in her song, so it was like.
But
the
like I
cool
said, I ain't
thing.
got nothing wrong with chicks being bi or lesbian.
But I feel like that was a trend though.
It was a
When
trend.
Nicki Minaj came out,
I feel
Yeah.
like that was.
That's
a
a
trend.
fact. That's a fact. I
Just
remember.
in general, being bi, I feel like that people love saying that shit.
yeah, they do.
especially
cool.
especially females.
Especially
It's
female.
like a female thing.
I don't mind that one though.
Yeah, I mean, of course you would it, but I'm just saying, like,
I don't mind that one. It's just
until like. So let me ask you a question: if you were single, and if you were single,
yeah.
you was in, what I'm saying, you was out at the club or whatever, and you met a girl, you thought she was bad, blah blah blah. You spanked, you feel me? Spanked a couple times throughout the night. Wake up, get to know her. Then she hits you with like, I didn't know how to put it to you, Tommy, but I'm a trans. Like, what would you do, nigga?
What?
What'd you do?
I don't even want to like answer that question, bro. Like,
What would you do?
I think I would like to think that I would know that, and like,
Nah,
I would see that.
because there's guys out there that don't know that. So I'm asking you. I just gave you the
Yeah,
scenario.
but I would
you
like.
just went through
I
it.
would think that I
No,
would know
there's
and
no
stop
knowing. There's no knowing and stopping. You went through it in that scenario.
That's a very unrealistic question. Then I would know, bro.
They got surgery. Everything.
I'm too perceptive, but come on, man. I would recognize the impossible pussy as
I mean,
as Dave Chappelle says.
I mean,
her camera went off.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know, but you know what I'm saying? They said I heard some niggas said that shit like a regular one. You feel me? That shit regular.
Hold up.
I told you, nigga. I told you in the last podcast it was the old buddy and shit. Yeah, niggas in the army. Niggas in the army be. Yeah, this nigga's in the army. Look, this nigga's in the army that be in the army out here doing shit like that, nigga. That niggas just know about.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, nigga. Like, point them out.
Do you have any?
The niggas know.
Do you have any trans friends?
I don't think I do.
That you don't think you know. No, we stop.
You would know.
They stop playing like that.
But you have gay friends,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like lesbian friends,
Yeah.
like gay dude friends, flamboyant, like flamboyantly gay.
No. Depends on who we're talking about, but
So you have multiple gay friends.
yeah.
If a guy, if you was with a dude, right, or you was dating a dude and he had a gay homeboy that he was best friends with and he did shit with all the time, and his gay friend was get her face. Would that be
Oh, shit.
would that be a red flag for you?
I don't even see that happening.
But if it
That's
happened,
like just as unrealistic as the question you just got asked. Cause just let me ask a question back to you. Would you chill with a gay dude
no, we talked
so-
about this in another podcast.
on a best friend type shit?
No.
Okay,
We
so
don't
I
have
feel
enough in common for us to be best for us to be best friends.
I go hold you. I got like I got my cousin, and
But like best friends though.
no, hell no, not no best friend.
That's what she said.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't see.
Would you have a gay friend?
Stop asking me that question. You know, I would be cool, like cordial. Like I don't hate gay people, like gay dudes, and I have no.
Them. They're so nice.
I mean, you're a woman. You know what I'm saying? But
That's
me,
what I'm saying.
as a gay, I almost say me as a gay man.
I was about to say, hey,
Me as a straight cis man, as they say, I don't got no business. Cause I'm not just in. I don't hang out with nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I got family. You know what I'm saying? I got a wife, 2 kids. I got businesses. I got shit to do.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't just hanging out like that. You know.
Exactly.
So I ain't got no business just randomly befriending some gay guy that I meet. You know what I'm saying? We could be cool, and I can, you know, when we see each other, we say what up. You know, I ain't got nothing against him, but why should I? I don't see a scenario where I would like make him my best friend or some shit like that.
Yeah, nah, I would never like. I wouldn't say I would never. I just never been in no situation where I'm just befriending a gay guy.
Not that I have
being
anything against, buddy.
My best friend, like, but I definitely have. I know, like I'm cool with. You know, there's some gay dudes that I'm cool with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it don't bother me.
Unless you like my family.
As long as the niggas don't, like I said the last podcast, as long as niggas like, you know, what's up, bro, and just keep it moving.
Not what's up, bro.
Yeah. As long as it's not that.
Cause we had our homie Tony, he was on the podcast, and he was like, he had some stories along the lines of like gay dudes trying to groom straight men, and like he had a dude that was his friend was for like 10 years. All of a sudden, he sent him a picture of 2 dudes laying in the bed, face to face, flicking each other's lips like this.
He got a message from him.
Yeah, he sent him a message like that, like implying that he wanted to flick his lips, probably.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And he said he just stopped texting the dude, and then a week later, he sent him another real suspect message or some more gay shit. And he had another friend. What he said the other friend did?
I don't know. I forgot it because
they was in the club together, and then they all went home, and then the next morning,
yeah,
his friend told him, he was like, "Oh man, Wilson smashed me last night."
That's what I'm talking about. Like with the same shit with the trans shit, like.
Yeah, but you wouldn't believe how many people out there are actually low key gay. Like
I would believe it.
I would believe
there's
it.
a lot of men that actually enjoy the attention of
but
another man that
hold
you
on,
would never expect that shit from.
Really?
But I peeped that shit.
Like
though.
your age group?
I peeped that shit. There's
My
that
age
ain't getting
group.
past me.
40, 50, doesn't matter. There's men out there in every age that actually.
I mean that you encounter though, that you come across.
Yeah, if you actually pay attention to that, there's a lot of men out there that actually.
Oh, I be knowing, son. Like there's like no gay dude can just like fool me. Like you feel me? If they I'm talking about like what's one that comes up to me randomly and shit like that.
Yeah.
There's
Like,
some that don't
I
even
know,
know that
nigga.
they are gay. They don't know that them.
I be knowing, nigga. No,
I feel like you
be-
know if you gay though.
You know, yeah.
You know if you gay, you just ain't told nobody. But like,
But I feel like it's not you still think there's a lot of gay people who like keep that to themselves. To this
I feel
day,
like in this day and age,
it's more out there now.
it's no like bad thing for them to come out
Yeah,
and
exactly.
say they gay. You know what I'm saying? They even get celebrated,
Yeah.
called heroes when they come out of the closet and stuff like that, you know. But I don't want to keep talking about gay people. You got any more questions you wanted to ask? You said you had some wild ass questions to ask her.
Can't even think of none right now, bro.
I want to talk. Do you go to the one often?
Every now and then.
Every now and then. You've been since Corona
Yeah.
was over.
Mhm.
What's your honest opinion of the one? Is it like one of your favorite clubs to go to, or?
I fuck with the one for certain nights. It depends. It really gotta be in the mood for the one.
So you in a ratchet mood? You going to the one?
No.
Kinda.
But like I feel like it depends on which people you want to be around. Like I feel like in Nuremberg you can choose which people you want to be around just by the scenery that you go to. So it depends on what type of vibe I'm on. Like if I'm really like just trying to go out and step and just get dressed and go out in heels and get lit with my girls, then I can see myself going to the one. But if I'm on some chill shit, like just trying to, go out, dance, have a good time, but I'm not trying to do all that, I wouldn't decide to go to the one.
Where would you go? And what's all that?
Like Henson Kunz.
Hands and Kunz. You ever go to
Never been there.
Mach 1?
I've never been there before, and I promised myself to never step foot in that club.
Oh, why is that?
What is this? What is it?
Mach 1?
Never been there.
Just
It's like
club.
This
It's
is
just
some.
a whole bunch of. You need to watch what I'm saying. Now.
Say what you say.
Nah, say it.
It's
Right?
just a whole bunch of white people fucking around listening. I mean, I guess the Mach 1's got better music by now than Henson Kunz do.
I don't
but
know. They have
at
like
the
they play
same
like
time-
real. Boom, boom, boom. They
Yeah,
mix
like
hip hop
techno.
with it.
That shit is for the Germans. That shit is for the Germans, and the one is for the Americans. And Henson Kunz is for anybody that just want to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
And then of course we got Undecided. Let me not forget about that.
Undecided.
That's just a chill vibe that you can always go to.
Is that
on the
new? I never
weekends.
heard of Undecided bar before a few weeks ago.
Yeah, it's a new spot.
Yeah, I heard that's like that's a place where a lot of people go chill. Like,
Yeah.
I heard and they said the owner is really, really dope and shit like
We
that.
gonna hear about it more often for sure.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
opening up a
Trey
spot.
had his party there, and the
Yeah.
police shut it down.
Yeah, but it's gonna be another a location in Graph, and they're gonna have another location in Erlangen. So,
Oh, okay.
So they're gonna make it. They're making it like a franchise type shit. Oh, that's fine.
But you said you would never step foot in Mach 1 just because of the
Just
type of
because
people that go there.
Yeah. I'd rather not go there because
I mean, I don't fuck with
I gotta
them.
go there fucked up to enjoy myself, and then being there fucked up, I might get in trouble. So.
Let me. This is totally off the club thing, but I've been in the Mach 1 before, like a while ago.
Mhm.
Was probably the only black dude in there.
Exactly my point. What do I want in there?
Word. It's like that in
And
there.
It's like, how can I say what it really is without?
It's
like-
like this that club where mad people be on like pills and shit. Like they be on drugs and shit.
It's really
rich
like
white people.
the wannabe rich white people in Nuremberg go there, the trust fund babies and shit. They go there and pop bottles and listen to music all night.
Oh, techno.
Pop them away.
And you got if you black, you got to know somebody to get up in that motherfucking shit.
Word?
And I knew
so it's,
people.
it's like classy.
It's not really classy, but you got it. Like I said, if you black, you got to know somebody to get up in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
And you probably gonna be the only black person up in that bitch and feel weird as shit the whole
Or
what's
time.
the dress code?
All white people.
What's the dress code like? What's it looking like? And it's like
They be wearing like real German, like all
Real German-ish.
black leather jackets, and
oh, is it like niggas wearing suits?
it ain't
and
like
shit?
suits, but it's like, you know how upscale Germans dress, you know.
Was it like the
They got the
Indabon?
LFDY shirt on.
Was it
got
like the
their little
Indabon?
Palm Angel shirt on.
The Indabon was kind of
like
upscale.
it's kind of like the Indabon, but more young and
okay.
like all the young like want to be hip, like want to be rich.
I mean, there is some dope people in there. Let me correct myself on that part. I have some friends that go there that I think are
I know
dope.
some people that go there,
Yeah.
but
I
for the
don't know nobody
majority,
go there. I don't know nobody.
I know a lot of black dudes that got turned away from that club. Just like what's that other club? Nochtkin. They'll turn your
Nochtkin?
black ass away too.
Oh yeah, they did this shit to us.
Word.
Before.
I've
Nigga,
never heard of these clubs.
They're racist as fuck.
I've
to
had
be honest.
performances at Nochtkin. Went to the door. They told me the club packed. We ain't letting no more people in.
And you was like,
I was like, you know who the fuck I am? Had to call the fucking owner of the club outside the club so the fucking security will let me in.
That's fucking embarrassing. They
That's
don't
happened to
make
me
do that
multiple
shit.
times in Nuremberg. That happened to me at my Mascara Club in Furt when I had a performance there. Both times. Happened to me in Nochtkin like twice. All them upscale clubs, they real picky about what nigga they letting
it's
in.
because because they hear the stuff about the one about fighting in is it like is it an American thing or is it like a black thing? Because like
I don't
if
know.
you went in
I
there,
never thought about it like
Americans
that.
don't know how to act.
it, nah, chill. I mean, you got a little.
Because this one of the niggas.
Yeah, I was wild. I ain't gonna lie. I was wilding when I was out here. But like,
I'm just saying they don't know how to act. Like
I was wilding, but like not really. Like I was wilding, but not really. Like we was, you know what I'm saying? This is a group of people that, you know, niggas in Graph and shit. Like we wasn't fucking with at the time. Like I don't know, but not really, bro. There was like my friends was clubbing more. Like when I met my girl and shit, like I stopped going out. Like you feel me? We would go out, a couple times, step out, but I was wild. I ain't gonna lie. I was being a couple.
I mean, I've had my wild times out here too. Not fighting, but doing some of that other stuff we were talking about, fucking around and shit. But I was in my hoe phase out here for a long time, But I got it all out my system. That's why I'm married man now. But on some other shit, I wanted to ask you as a mixed person living out here in Germany, to totally switch gears, because I have 2 mixed kids now. I wanted to ask you, like, because you grew up here, went to school here, and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. How was it, like, as a mixed kid? Like, did you go to school with mostly, like, fully German people?
Yeah, I went to a school in, like, the suburbs. So I feel like there was, like, 2, 3... I would say 2 other black kids, but it probably been like more. In elementary school, it was definitely not more than 2 or 3 other kids. But then, like in high school type shit, there was a few more black kids because the school was just bigger than that. But other than that, I did not grow up with black kids at all around me. I was not surrounded by that. I was surrounded by white kids most of my life till I was like 17, and I moved to the States.
Did you feel uncomfortable? Like,
did they make you feel uncomfortable?
Did they make you feel uncomfortable?
Oh yeah, racism has always been something. That's always been a part.
Is
of
it as
life.
big as in the States?
I mean, she don't know. She don't.
No. Well, so as a kid, obviously that shit gets to you differently than when you like turn older. Like so, as a kid, when I was like in elementary school or like even like 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade. In high school, and people said some shit about me, about my hair, about my skin tone. That shit always used to get to me. And then when I was 17, I moved to the States, and I lived there for 2 years, and that's when I really actually started learning about how to love my own skin tone and how to,
learn about your black side.
Learn about the other half of me. That's like one thing that was very important for me to like make that experience of like being. I was in a high school, in the city. Most black kids, most Mexican kids, and everybody was just like me. Like I wasn't a different kid. I was always just like everybody else. Hair, same shit.
I got a question to add to that. Like, with you being, living out here and stuff like that, like, do you feel like during that time period, it's a little different now? Do you feel like there's more like people of color that have come to Germany? Because when I speak to my wife, I'm only asking this because when I speak to my wife said back then there wasn't so many, because with the whole refugees and all these, other people that come into Germany, it wasn't as, there's more Germans, like white people living in Germany back then than there is versus now. So do you think, I guess that's my question. Do you think it would be different for kids now growing up, if being mixed and growing up out here?
I don't think so, but I'll let her answer.
I feel like the awareness of not accepting racism is there more than it was back then. I feel like racism is still the same problem, still the same size of a problem, but I feel like now there's just more parents probably trying to teach their kids to be aware of certain things, or there should be parents teaching their kids to accept a person just how they are, like no matter what the skin tone is, no matter what their hair looks like, where they come from, like that shouldn't even matter as long as that person has a good heart. And I feel like people and like our society's tending more to teaching that to kids again. Back in the day, I don't think people were aware of racism like it is now, but these past years, like all this stuff that happened with George Floyd and everybody, I feel like people actually started realizing certain things that I say are racist, but they never thought of it actually being racism. So I feel like that whole situation going on and everything evolving the way it is.
You feel like white people are waking up to what's racist?
No, black people are starting to speak on it.
Yeah. It's crazy, that you asked that though, Tommy, because like, putting Imani into kindergarten, because, Imani's in kindergarten and shit. This is my daughter. She's mixed. And like, that was my biggest thing, because it's like I have the trauma from the States, And then I'm kind of like, yo, do they worry about shit like that out here? Like, do I need to be worried about certain things? Like, of course, there's racism everywhere, but is it as big as it is in the States here? You get what I'm saying? So I know when I went to go sign her up for kindergarten, like, we had, you know, I'm not going to say the name of the kindergarten, nothing like that, God forbid, but like we had went to the kindergarten and, you know, it was me and my wife and we were outside. You know, she's obviously speaking to them more because my German isn't so good. And she, you know, the lady comes out and she's like, yeah, you know, explaining about the, you know, about the kindergarten, how it works and, you know, when to pick them up and stuff. And then she was like, yeah, so, you know, when do you, you know, who, like, how's the government gonna pay for it?
Yeah.
Now, off the rip, like, how's the government gonna pay for it? And then,
okay.
It's kind of like stereotype because we don't live off the government.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
We don't live off the German side on the
That's
government.
one of them slick racist comments
And then, but the thing
Assuming.
is, my wife was speaking to the lady in German, so like I you know, I can understand German, but like not, you know, like I said, not
You
the
hear-
best.
You hit
I
them
look-
keywords.
Yeah, I look at body, you know, body language. You know, I can tell, and I could tell there was something wrong. But then, you know, I asked, I was like, yeah, like, what's up, like, with the kindergarten? And she was just like, yeah, you know, I don't think she, because you're thinking if she's already thinking like that towards the parents, and I'm looking at the school, it's like I don't really see that many black kids in the school. I'm like, yo, now she was the head of the kindergarten. Like, if she's thinking like that, you know, already stereotyping me, thinking that I live up.
Everybody else around that is going to, below that. It's just going to be
because you know,
like
kids
that.
can't explain. Kids can't say. You know, they don't know what racism is and stuff like that. They don't know if they're being mistreated
but kids,
differently.
a kid can be racist without even fucking knowing it. Especially because I know I asked her that question because I got a friend, like my wife got a friend who got a black son, and he kind of over here with his dad in the States and kind of abandoned him and shit. But that's neither here nor there. But he went to school and got teased about being black. You know what I'm saying? Like teased about just being different. Like why you look different than everybody else? What's wrong with your skin? Type shit. You know what I'm saying? Probably you. I don't know, but probably you went through some shit like that. You know?
I've experienced shit like that before.
And shit like that and other shit that they like question him about and put him through and put in his head that damn, why am I different? You know what I'm saying? It made him get to the point where she found him like in the bathroom trying to rub the black off himself and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I've heard stories like that.
And shit like that make me afraid, you know what I'm saying, for my, you know what I'm saying, little beautiful baby boy and my little girl to go to school and have to endure the same shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I wanted to get her like point of view or how she dealt with it and shit.
I always felt like, me personally, I mean, I don't know how you feel about it, but me personally, I always felt like mixed kids had it the hardest because it's like,
because we don't have a group we
you
belong
don't,
to.
yeah, you it's hard for them to decide, you know, because we know we black, you know what I'm saying? Like when it comes down to them, it's like
shit,
they
I
are
wish
black.
I was motherfucking mixed.
Yeah,
goddamn.
but,
I'd be
you know,
even sexier in this mother because
you-
mixed kids, they mixed kids come out pretty as a motherfucker.
But that's the thing, like, you know, it's like I always thought like they had it the worst, man, because, you know,
They don't know which side to pick from or whatever.
and
But
then
you
it's-
black. If you got some black in you, people consider you black.
Black.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure at first glance, most people just think, yeah, you're a black girl.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, they gonna still call you a nigga, so you know they arrest you. So I mean, shit. But hey, I don't know, man. Society and race, and I didn't know Germany was. I mean, obviously, I knew there was.
It's not
racism.
crazy out here, but in the school system, it's some shit. If you don't get your kid put in the right school, or even you do put them in a private school and pay some money, they still might encounter that shit just for, you know, being a different kid and shit. Because kids can be pretty cruel. You know what I'm saying?
I know if I have to go through that, I'm going to be tight. Like I'm
Yeah,
gonna
me
be a
too.
parent.
As
Like
fuck.
like they gonna see American like person mad about some racism shit.
Yeah,
you
shit
know?
like that make me want to really like buckle down and learn more German and shit. So
Yeah.
if some shit do happen, I can go up there and get in their ass in
Yeah,
German,
yeah.
and they know they can't fuck me over because I can
Facts.
speak that shit. That's the
Facts.
only reason I would learn this
I'll be in that
jumbled up ass language. I
I'll be in
don't
that motherfucker.
I don't like German, by the way.
I'll be
Oh,
flipping
really?
tables and shit.
No, it's not a sexy language.
Oh, it's not at all.
Okay, I'm glad you agree with me on that one.
But yeah,
I'll be tight. Like I said, I'll be flipping
same,
tables.
Same.
I'll be flipping tables. Like I'm actually afraid. I'm actually afraid for the teachers and shit. I'm gonna be real with you because
I mean, it's gonna be some shit you gotta deal with though. That's just having kids and shit.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You want children and all that? I know you're a little bit too young to even be thinking about that. But
yeah, I want children.
okay, you single right now? You got a dude?
No, I'm single.
Oh, okay. Well, you got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Don't do it too early. Live
cool.
your life.
I'm cool on everything. All that.
Cool. Is there any other topic you want to hit
good,
on?
man.
Anything you wanted
bases.
to mention? Trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to mention. I don't think so. We've been going for like an hour and 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't start until like a few minutes in and shit, like 10 minutes in or something. But yeah, I think we good with an hour 31 for this episode. It was pretty good though.
Pretty chill. Got to hear different point of views and stuff like that, and like, you know, hopefully.
I'm gonna put the most crazy shit she said on the TikTok, and it's gonna run the numbers up. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah.
I was about to think about it. What did I say that was crazy?
No, you ain't say nothing
You
crazy,
didn't
but I'm gonna
say
zoom in on them faces you was making at me when I was saying crazy shit.
My face be speaking more than I speak myself.
Yeah, I picked up on that.
Let the people run it up in the comments, man. Because like I said, this week was crazy.
Y'all better not be hating on me.
Shit, niggas gonna be hating.
Get
Probably
off my
hating on me
case.
with the trash.
We didn't ask her the questions that we said we was gonna ask her though about the DMs and shit.
Oh yeah. I wanted to add. Okay,
We're gonna end it after the DM question.
All right, look. I forgot the DM. The DM question was, what was I gonna say?
So you single, right?
Yes.
And how do you post on Instagram? You got some thirst trappy pictures on Instagram? What's your Instagram? I'm gonna look at your Instagram right now. What's your Instagram? What's your Instagram? What is it?
Nele.alyssa.
So I remember the question. So
Nele dot like NELL
NELE.
NELE
dot AL.
Oh, okay, I got you. I'm gonna see if you got.
Man, I'm popping up yet. Hold on.
She got the thirst traps. I'm gonna put this in the video.
Hold on, with thirst traps.
You got some thirst. You know you got.
So look.
You got dudes in the DM, right?
How do guys who I don't even give a fuck, single, married, however, how do they slide in your DMs? Like, what's the corniest fucking line you ever got from a guy? You don't gotta say the name. If you can say the name, if you want.
If you can't recall, you can scroll through it right now.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the corniest thing? And then
I got a corny ass message today.
Okay.
I read it to my mom. Hold on, let me see where it is.
I want to hear this one.
Okay, I don't know how y'all feel about this, but I thought it was kind of corny. That was doing too much, just for me personally.
Does he know? Does he know he thinks it's corny? You gotta
let her say. Let her say. Then I got another question.
I never responded to it, so I feel like that's a message enough.
I got another question after this, off what you just said.
If beauty could kill, you'd be the most dangerous woman on the planet. Now tell me that shit ain't corny.
Jesus Christ. That nigga copy pasted that straight off a Twitter quotes page.
Nigga, that's Pinterest.
Oh yeah, Pinterest one of them. He was like, yeah, I got a fire quote for her. She can't refuse this one. But
it be some corny ass shit for real. Like just some shit you was like.
On that question though, like you said he was doing too much. Like, what's doing too much, and what kind of message would get a guy get you to respond to a guy? You know what I'm saying? What's not doing? What's the sweet spot? You know, what can he say to get you to be like, okay, I'm gonna send him a smiley face back or some shit.
I don't know. That's a hard one.
Or depend on what he looked like when you go check his.
I was about to say it's really not off what he says at first. He could say anything. If he ugly as fuck, I'm probably not gonna respond.
Okay, that's real. That's real.
Like if that man looking like something I like, then I might respond, and he could just be saying hey, and he's gonna really get a response out of me, or he's gonna be like, I don't know, commenting on one of my stories. But I feel like the most thing dudes do is just get a chance to just slide up on the story. That's just the easiest way to go.
Light up on the story. What you mean by that? Oh, slide up on the story and like
hard eyes or some shit.
Okay, they get
so
you
that's
interested.
Like, that's like the new thing now.
Or like, you know what they start doing now?
They like a whole bunch of pictures.
They like your story.
Oh, they like the story.
The story, like, that's an easy
So you'll
tap
go
right
look
there.
at. So you'll go look at the rest of the pics, and if you like what you see, then you'll slide in the DM.
I don't know about all that, but I'm
All
gonna
right.
make sure he see me though.
Okay, you said before your question. So you said if you like what you see, and you reply, and it don't really matter what he say at 1st. But what if he don't say nothing? What if he slapped the meat pic in the
That's what I was about
DM?
to say.
Oh, okay, my bad.
So
Okay, I'm gonna
yeah. I was just wondering, like, so how often? And you know, I would say on a personal account and on what you feel like the majority of the girls that are single, like, how often do you and other girls probably get dick pics? Is this like a common? Is this like a common thing that this happens? Like, do people send you shit off rip?
I feel like that shit happened to me it probably happened to me at least 10 times, but in like a long amount of time.
Okay, like over the years.
Over the years, like it's.
But
not
you're just
something-
21 though.
But to me personally, I feel like that shit hasn't happened too many times. Like,
Okay.
but I know females that have gotten that a lot more than I have. It's just me personally.
Maybe it depends on how you put yourself out there.
So okay. So let me ask you this: is it
That shouldn't matter though.
So look, is it
But how the guy perceives you gonna like if he see a chick with a butt
her
crack
ass
out
out?
all the time and he wanna
Okay, but
do something to it.
That's
He
not his invitation to send
no,
a picture.
I'm not saying that, but he would be more obliged to sending a dick pic to the girl who looks more like she gonna like the dick pic. He don't want to send it to a
facts.
bookworm chick who on there just reading books and shit.
Yeah, that makes
He
sense.
ain't gonna slide the dick in that DM. She might report him to the police or some shit. You know.
So okay. So I got.
If you got all the thirst traps.
How important is it? It's like stupid.
You already know he on bullshit.
Look. How important? Okay, so let's say you talking to a guy, you like him. You know what I'm saying, y'all texting back and forth. Is it important for a woman to eventually, before you have sex, to see the dick picture? That's a good question.
To see the dick picture?
Yeah.
Is
it important?
To send me a dick picture before I have sex with
Yeah,
you for the
like,
first time?
is it
No,
important?
hell no.
Is it important, or do you meet? Because I'm talking about for on a woman's aspect. Do they want to see a dick picture before they get to her? Or they want to meet it on the first night and be disappointed?
I think most women don't want to see the dick in a picture.
Okay, I was just wondering. Shit, I don't know.
I think I saw an interview with some chick. She was saying like, cause like I don't want to see a pussy in a picture. Pussies
but
pussies
like,
ain't normally that
but
pretty.
I was just wondering because
and I would guess women would think the
yeah,
same
but
about
would
dicks.
hold on, but would it be like, why would you? You know, because you know when you're in the process of talking to a girl, you know that you both like each other, like you know
When you get to sexting and
yeah,
shit.
to start the sexting and stuff, like before you take the time to meet up and go out and this and the next thing, is it important for a girl to know, you know, what he's packing or what, you know what I'm saying? It's not important. I was just wondering.
I feel like not through a picture.
Not through a picture. Yeah, but niggas be talking, you know, they be talking hot. You know what I'm saying? They be talking hot, but they not really, you know what I mean? They be lying and shit.
I feel like I feel like private parts ain't very photogenic. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I feel you.
At all.
Like,
I do not need a picture of that shit. Fuck no, I'm good.
but you can't say you ain't never sexted with a dude and sent pictures back and forth
obviously.
and shit, which is dangerous these days.
Very dangerous.
You
I was
know
just
who
about to
the
say
who them motherfuckers sending them pictures to and shit. But have you ever got like a random naked picture of a chick?
Never. Randomly?
Yeah.
Females
like
don't
when
do that because you
I've
get
got
asked
that.
for that
When
shit.
when I like when
got that a few
I was
times.
single, like that's something that's something.
that actually is a good point.
What?
Look, that's
Close
something I
friends.
never did. Like I never sent photos, but I would ask. I would like, you know, if I was talking to the girl in my single days, if I was talking to the girl, I ask and be like, yo, let me see it. And they'd be like, yeah, you first. And I'd be like, okay, yeah, I'll send it to you. And
Oh,
then,
you be lying.
and then they send it to me. I'll be like, I went to sleep. Bro, I don't play that internet shit, bro. Fuck that. I don't do that.
Yeah. I
So
played the fifth on that one.
Have you ever sent a picture before? Be honest. Be honest.
Like me and my wife, we used to send each other shit back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about before being married.
I answered your question, bro. Nah, I did it. I did it before, like way in the past. You know what I'm saying? Who hasn't?
I feel like even with your partner, you do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, even my wife can do that.
Especially with your partner. Let's skip all the other trash shit. But your partner?
Yeah,
we still do that shit. You know, if I'm away or she away a few days, you know.
Now that's what's up. That keeps the chemistry. You know
yeah, keep it spicy.
Spicy. Yeah, you know, just wondering, you know what I'm saying? Hey, no filter. I just wanted to ask, you know what I'm saying? Because, shit, I used to always...
I had thought of another question, too, but your question threw me for a loop. I got another question, but I don't want to get too deep in them dick questions and shit. Pause. I had another question, but
time to go night.
Yes, it's time to go night.
It's time to go night.
Yeah, but I just wanted to get that in before we ended the show. Cause that's good TikTok content right there. Speaking of TikTok, we appreciate all y'all, all the comments, all the engagement. That shit's still growing. Man. We gained like 2,000 followers yesterday, and like fucking 500,000 views, and like
especially the people that's like they really like it. They actually expressing that shit. Like,
yeah, they actually commenting and saying shit. If they talking shit or what, it's still cool, you know. But most of them got some positive.
They gonna be talking shit this podcast.
They gonna be talking shit for sure.
OD.
I'm gonna pick and choose what I put on there. I gonna make myself look too bad. But yeah, man, this has been the Quote Goes Podcast, episode 14. I go by the name of Tommy Gunz.
You know it's New York Smitty, man. We out.
Yeah, man, dopest podcast on the planet, and we appreciate you for stopping by and giving us your.
You want to drop your Instagram in here?
Yeah, drop your Instagram.
So people can DM you now, you know what I'm saying?
Slap her with the dick pics.
Please don't. Oh
if you from Dubai, hit her up. You know about the Dubai shit, right?
Yeah, I'm not trying to go to Dubai. Good on
Dubai.
Look, we inform people, man. She just answered the right way, man. Don't go to Dubai and get shitted on, man. That's not the wave.
Yeah, but on that note, we out, man. Hit y'all up next week. Peace.
Yo, if you enjoyed this podcast, you already know what to do.
And if you don't know what to do, I'm going to tell you what to do. Hit that subscribe, hit the bell icon, and give us a like. Because it's the Quote Go Podcast, man. You can't go wrong. Tune in every weekday, 6 o'clock, Friday, full episodes on YouTube and Spotify. Hit us up on the Instagram. Give us topics. And we appreciate it, man. Quote Goes Podcast. We out.